Good morning, good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. I trust that everybody is having a wonderful weekend so far. I know I am. I always do. So, I'm going to speak about. Actually, I'm going to invite. I'm going to invite you to be liberated. It's an invitation to be liberated. And how is that? I'm just going to talk briefly about discovering who you are, even if it is for a moment. Because all it takes really is that one moment to be truly liberated. And then once you actually, DJ Rock, thank you, you rock, my friend, yourself. Once you actually have a taste of your real self or your true self, you're going to want to spend more time in that space. You're going to want to spend more time with who you really are. Okay? So, before I start, I want to I want to thank everybody for taking their time to be here. Pure Vibes, thank you for being here. Pixie Vibes, sorry. I want to thank everybody for being here. And for those of you that don't know me, of course, feel free to go and check out my TikTok page. And if you like what you see, you can always hit a follow and a little bell icon. We are talking about liberation, Pixie Vibes. And what that basically means is how you can connect with your real self, actually, even if it is for a brief moment. Because it is very, very powerful and it is really important. So again, for those of you that were requesting mentoring, of course, you can always go at the bottom of my page, right under my profile picture. You're going to find Linktree. You can tap on that and you're going to find my website, and you can go through there towards mentorship and anything else that you want to see. So for those of you that want to subscribe, this is your opportunity while I am live. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me, one-on-one, just to connect. All right, so back to the topic, the invitation to be liberated. Okay, what does this really mean? So this is how you do this, okay? I've explained it once before, but I didn't actually do a live about it or a video about it, which I should. So, this is how it works. I want you to participate in this, of course. So I want you to, for a very brief moment, okay, to forget about what you were doing 5 minutes ago. Can you do that? Forget about your problems in the past. Can you do that? It's very, very important. You can always come back and carry on from where you left off after we're done with this, okay? But for a brief moment, I'll just leave it alone, okay? And then I want you to forget or not think about what it is that you want to do an hour from now, or what it is that you want to do a day from now, or a month from now, or a year from now, or any of that. Just for a brief moment, I want you to forget about all of it. So, there's no past, briefly, okay? And there's no future, again, briefly. You can always go back, catch up with all that when you're done with this. All right? Now, as you are forgetting about everything, okay, you come to a certain realization. If you have no thoughts in your mind, no thoughts whatsoever of past things happening, or no thoughts of future things happening. As a matter of fact, I want you to have no thoughts of even the present moment. Nothing. You might be sitting beside somebody, for example, or somebody's around. I don't want you to think about what is he thinking, what are they thinking about. You know, you're present, but you're not present. Okay, so forget about all that. No past, no future, no present. Nothing. Just be the way you are. Okay? Now, in that state, if you've done this correctly, what does that beingness feel like? Right? Does it feel like it's got a gender? Of course not. Does it feel like it's got a color? I'll answer for you. Of course not. Does it feel like it's got a race? No. I'm talking about the actual feeling of just being, right? Does it have an occupation, like a job title or something like that? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you, Camila. Of course not. Does it have a beginning? Think about it. No. Does it have an end? No. You simply are. What are you? You are that space where everything seems to be in it, but at the same time you are empty. Right? So think about it for a second. And I really want you to try this. Just for a moment, forget about everything. Just empty everything. You just shed everything away. Just, start, peeling like a banana peel. Like just start peeling all these layers off you. Forget about the past. Forget about the future. Forget about the present. Nothing. No thought. And just be. Close your eyes and just be. It always works best with your eyes closed, right? Because when you have your eyes open, right away we try to connect with things around us. And this is about disconnecting with everything, not connecting this time, okay? So your goal is to disconnect, literally, just disconnect from all thoughts, disconnect from all emotions, disconnect from all visions or anything that comes in your mind. Just disconnect from everything. Forget about the past. Forget about the future. Forget about the present. Don't even sit there and analyze, what am I doing now? Or anything like that. Just be with your eyes closed. Just be. What does it feel like? No gender, right? No race. No color. No emotion. No beginning. No end. No nothing. You know why? You just connected. Even that label, I don't want to put, but you just connected for understanding what we're talking about. You just connected with the self. Whose self? Yourself. You don't need any book for this to tell you who you are. You don't need any master for this to tell you who you are. You don't need to be in any religion to know who you are. All you need is to just be. Very, very simple to do. Very, very easy to do. This is not hard. It takes an understanding of how to go about it, but it is not hard. It is simple. You sit there quietly, Close your eyes. And you disconnect from everything and everyone. No past thoughts, no future thoughts, no present thoughts or emotions or anything of that nature. Nothing. Just be. Does it take any effort for you to just be? Absolutely not. Zero effort. It takes zero effort for you to just be. It takes zero energy for you to just be. You know why? Because you are beyond that. You are not energy. You are beyond that. You are the awareness where everything is taking place. You are the Alpha and the Omega. This is what I keep saying. Or the A and Z, if you want to call it that. Or A and Z for my American friends. Okay? You are that space where everything takes place. And in that space, you are complete. There's nothing for you to learn. There's nothing for you to understand. There's nothing for you to achieve. You just simply are. This is the state, the true state of who you are. This is what we call self-awareness. Once you have discovered this, you're going to always want to go back and connect with it. This is who you are. This is your true self. Not hard to do so. You were never separated from your true self. Your true self has always been there. Always will be there. You cannot get rid of your true self. Your true self is just hiding in the background, behind all your thoughts, all your emotions, and everything else that we were conditioned to think about. Your true self needs no effort on your part to be. Your true self needs no energy on your part to be. Your true self just is. And it is complete. There's no lessons for you to learn in that state of your true self. You gotta understand, this goes beyond souls. This goes beyond soul evolution. This goes beyond all of that. This is it. This is the self. This is who you are. You don't need any books to master this. You don't need any masters to teach you how to do this. All you need is just to be. And in order for you to just be, you need to forget about the past. You need to forget about the future. You need to forget about the present moment. Because even the present moment, when you're trying to connect with that part of you, can be distracting, because even the present moment, your mind might again try to interfere with something. So you disregard all of it. All your thoughts, all your feelings, all your emotions. You don't even connect with your body. Don't even pay attention to what your body is doing. Because your body is going to start something. Oh, I got a knee ache or this or something that's going to try to distract you. Which again, it's your mind trying to communicate through you or to you through your body. It's going to find every trick in the book to get you distracted. But if you break away from all of that and you just be, even for a few seconds, just be, you're going to find that you have no gender, no race, no color, no religion, no beginning, which is a big one. A big one. Because if you have no beginning, that means you were never created. You just are. And another big one is you also have no ending to it. which also is a huge one. And of course, there's no ending, because if you don't have a beginning, you don't have an end. So what are you? You just are. All right. That was the food for thought for Saturday. I'm open for your comments, of course. And it could be regarding anything. Doesn't matter, right? So let's see some of your comments. Where you guys connecting from? Let's go back up. I saw some of my subs here. So I'm going to go up and give first priority to my subs, of course, because after all, they are, not that they're more important than anybody else, it's just that I give them courtesy when they join, of course. What are you talking about? Thank you, Pixie. Thanks for being here. Just mentioned it. Okay, Pixie Vibes. I just wanted to say how amazing this gentleman is. Without your spiritual guidance, I would be lost. My wonderful friend, Pixie, thank you for your wonderful words. But like I said before, when you connect exactly the way I just showed you, if you connect with your true self, you don't need guidance from anybody, including myself. You don't need no teacher. You don't need no book. You don't need anybody or anything. Because when you connect with your true self, the way I just showed you, everything is complete at that state. But thank you for your wonderful words. I love it. Camila, hi, beautiful soul. Hello, my wonderful friend. Nice of you to join us today. Pixie, thank you for that. I'm sending you a heart right back to you. Thank you. Hi, beautiful souls. Okay. Camila, thank you for sharing, my wonderful friend. And Kristen, are we talking about awareness or you just walked in? Yes, we are talking about your true self, which in a way is the awareness, of course. But I was just describing a quick method on how you can connect with your true self, which has always been there, by the way, just hiding in the background, waiting for us to discover it. And when I say us, I mean us as your physical human appearance in this world. It's just waiting for you to discover who you really are. It's amazing, isn't it? Right under our nose all this time. Katrina, hello. Love and light to you and everybody. Thank you, Katrina, for being here. Love and light to you as well. Okay. Love and light, brother. Thank you for being here. Pixie, this is so powerful. Thank you. Pixie, actually, this is the most powerful thing that you will ever come across. Period. What I just described and the way I just showed you how to connect is the most powerful thing that you can ever come across. And why is this? Because it is what ultimately we need to discover. We need to discover the self. This is what, by the way, all the spiritual masters were pointing to. This is what religions deep down inside were actually pointing to. But somehow, somewhere, they got lost. Somehow, somewhere, the interpretation got mixed up. The messages came not clear. This is what Jesus was talking about. Buddha was talking about. They were talking about discovering the self. And beyond that, we have so many brilliant masters out there, by the way, okay, that didn't create a religion, of course, but this is the big secret. The big secret is to discover yourself. And once you discover yourself, everything else is just, the icing on the cake, I guess. It just is. So, it is very, very powerful, yes. Salutations, happy to see you. Thank you, Lucy, for being here. Camila, I got the best and craziest confirmation on my intuition. Can I come in and tell you all about it? Sure. Give me a second. You can actually jump in. Hit a request, Camila. Why not? Hit a request and we can go live. I'll accept you if you want to talk about it. Okay, I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis. Yes, Pixie, this is powerful. High grade, hello. I think in the very near future they will be able to confirm by science how powerful we are. Sooner or later, yes, that will be also including where we go to reincarnate. Sometime science is slowly progressing, slowly getting there, for sure. Add my TikTok account. Travis? Okay, thank you for being here. Toronto, awesome. Hugh Grade, Castler, BC today. Awesome, okay. Shahira's in the house. A very good evening to Wise Man. Thank you, my wonderful friend, for being here. Always a pleasure. Love and light to you. Denmark, awesome. Okay. Evening, blessing to all. Thank you for being here, Jane. Okay. Shahira, hope did not miss much. No, actually, I hope you didn't miss much either, because this is probably the most powerful meeting or discovery that you might make. So what I was talking about, Shahira, because I'm not sure if you missed it or not, was how to connect with a true self, with who you are. And in a nutshell, I'm not going to go through the whole process again, but in a nutshell, what you need to do is stay silent, close your eyes, and forget about all your past moments. Just put them on the side for a bit. You can always come back and get them later. Forget all your future things that you want to do, or anything that's in the future. Just put that aside. Sweep it under the rug for a bit. Forget even about the present moment in this case, because even the present moment will distract you in this case. Right? What you want to do is just, once you've emptied yourself completely, and I mean totally empty yourself, you will come to a spot, you will come to a space where we call it the true self. And when you discover your true self, you're going to find out that your true self has no gender, no identity, no religion, no race, no color, no beginning, no end, no nothing. It just is. And when you come to that discovery, you're going to want to go back to that spot, to that place more often, because it is true liberation. This is what I'm saying. I'm inviting you to be liberated. This is the invitation. That's how powerful this is. Thank you, Shahira. Pretty bizarre existence is right, my friend. Thank you for being here. Sounds familiar, everything you say, Kara. That's because deep down inside, it resonates with you. Shahira, I missed many of your lives and felt like something was missing in my life. So grateful to be here. Shahira, love and light to you. Thank you for being here as well. Always a pleasure when you are here. Joshua, yes, Joshua. Hi, great. It sure did get mixed up with religion, didn't it? Yes, it did. So while the message was clear, it came mixed up because the understanding of the message was misinterpreted. Katrina, thank you. Right? So you can send a message, but that message doesn't mean that it's going to be picked up in its original form. Somewhere down the line, according to people's understanding, and the understanding, of course, comes from the place they're at the present moment, right? The signal gets mixed up, the message gets mixed up, and when it gets mixed up, we have a slew of different religions. We have opinions on everything. Even on Christianity alone, we probably have over 100 different denominations. Who's counting? Right? The Muslims between them have denominations. I think it's the Shiites and the other group. The Jews between them have denominations. And this is because we can't agree on everything, and the reason for that is because we mixed up the messages. While the message was strong and clear right from the beginning. The message is the I am that I'm talking about. The I am is who you are. The I am is the self-awareness. The I am is where you need to look at. And when you stay with the I am, this is exactly what you discover. You shed everything away. You peel everything away. And you're left with just your presence. You're left with just you, which is the self. And when you are in that state, you will quickly realize that you don't need a book to understand who you are. You don't need a master to understand who you are, or a teacher. You don't need any religion to understand who you are. This is how powerful it is. So powerful, so mind-blowing, so liberating, so amazing, so incredible, so majestic. And all this time, it was under our nose, literally, and we just didn't see it. It's like, have you ever walked up to an elephant really, really close? We even have that saying. What happens when you walk up to an elephant really close? You don't see the elephant, right? Even though this elephant is so big, so majestic, so beautiful, you go right up to it and you don't see it. All this time it's in front of you, but you don't see it. So what do you got to do? You step back from the elephant so you can see it. Same thing applies here. Our true self has always been in front of us, right in front of our nose, right in front of our eyes. We didn't see it. So how do we see it? By stepping back again. And in this case, what are we stepping back from? We're stepping back from our thoughts, our emotions, our ideas, our everything. We just step back, just clear everything, hit a reset and just clear everything, wipe everything clean, even for a brief moment. You can always go back and pick up where you left off later on. Don't worry, all those problems are still going to be there for you, right? If you really need them that much. So when you step back, you see your true self. Same as the elephant. You step back, you see the elephant. Very powerful. I'm sorry I missed it. Will you be demonstrating this method again, please? I'm probably going to do a video on it and put it on my page as well. Now, no one trusts religion. Very sad. We need to understand that religion is man-made, okay? And while the message is clear, and while there's a lot of wisdom in these wonderful books, there is. Nobody says that there isn't. We fail to understand that to connect with your true self, to have total understanding of who you are, where you came from, and all that stuff, all you need to do is just connect with yourself. This is so easy to do. It is the easiest thing you can do because yourself has never left you. Religion came along and people kind of misinterpreted what those books were actually saying. That's all it is, right? That's a misinterpretation. You sent a request? When? Camila, I didn't see it. Can you send another one? Because I didn't see it. Send a request to join, Camila. Because I didn't see it. Does charisma have effect on connecting with ourselves? No. Guests. Oh, let me see. Okay, I'm going to see if I can connect with you. Camila, accept. Okay. All right, talk. You are.
Hello.
Hello, Camila. So, Camila is on board as well. She wanted to share something with us. Nice
Yeah,
of you to be here.
thank you. Well, I had the most beautiful confirmation on my intuition today. I've been thinking for a long time that my nephew might be having a baby or something. So I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to see if they tell me something. And today I got tired of waiting, so I called him and said to him that, do you have something to tell me or am I about to go nuts? And he was like, what do you think about? And I told him, I think that your girlfriend is pregnant. And he was like, yeah.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah, she is. And they were about to tell the family today, and I called him right before that.
Wow.
So,
That is so beautiful.
yeah, I'm amazed.
I'm not amazed because I already knew that you had that in you.
Yeah, but I mean, wow.
It is wow, especially when you see it manifesting in front of your eyes, right?
I mean, this is like the biggest thing I've been intuitive about. Elsewise, it's usually if I'm speeding and I'm thinking I'm gonna slow down and oh, there's the cops or there's an elk or something. But this
Totally
is like
amazing.
the greatest thing ever.
Totally amazing. Thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that beautiful experience.
yeah. And thank you for letting me in.
Not a problem. Anything else you want to say while you're here live? All these people are watching you.
Well, I'm gonna do a mediumship class today. Or I'm gonna
Very good.
join in on one, so I'm finally gonna try my mediumship things.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's
some
good. I'd like
developing.
to. I'd like to see it if I'm available. Why don't you send me the invite, and I'll see it.
It's on the Zoom, so I don't think it's
Oh,
possible
I
to
see.
text.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, not a
but
problem.
if I do more of them, I probably invite
Very good. I'm
you.
just
Yeah,
gonna go down and see what other questions we have here, Camila.
yeah. But I'm gonna go out again, so thank you.
Okay.
I
Thanks for
just
connecting.
needed to share. Yeah.
Love and
See
light
you.
to you.
Love and light. Bye.
Take care. Thank you, Camila.
Bye.
Bye bye. So let's go back down. Correct, correct. Okay. What about God? Just going down to see what else. Kara, I get this. I felt okay. I'm just trying to see if my subs have said anything here. Did I miss something? Katrina, yes, love that analogy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm guessing the one with the elephant you're talking about. It is very, very simple. Very simple. It really, really is. We love you, Mr. Sir. I think. Okay. Katrina, wow. That's amazing, Camila. Yes, Camila, like I said, that is amazing. That's awesome news, Camila. See? That's very good. We are everything connected. Yep. Thanks, everyone. Not a problem, Camila. So let's go back up, see if I missed any questions here, because I know I jumped a few here. Thank you, Namaste. So many lies, but told you don't know much way to turn. That's why I'm saying to find the truth, okay, your truth, what you want to do is just connect with who you are. And the easiest, most simplest way to do so is exactly the way I just described it, exactly the way I just showed you, okay? And when you do this and you are successful in it the first time, you're going to want to keep doing this over and over and over again. You really will want to keep doing this over and over and over again, because it is this powerful. So once you've connected with that, then it doesn't matter what kind of lies were out there. It doesn't matter what kind of stuff we're told out there, because all you need to do is just be in your truth. And all your answers are right there in front of you. Everything is in front of you. Okay? Okay. Thessaloniki here again with you. Thank you, my wonderful friend from Thessaloniki. Always nice to be here. My ear ringing with what to do, please. So in general, if your ears are ringing, for no apparent reason, of course, right? I wouldn't worry too much, because believe it or not, your ears are ringing because you are connected with some other dimension, with some other reality. And that dimension, that reality is trying to communicate something to you, okay? We pick it up as a ringing noise because, again, everything is about vibration and frequency. And the way we interpret frequency and vibration in this reality is, again, by a noise or vibration, or like a ringing sound, right? That's what vibration is anyway. It's just movement. And our ears pick it up as ringing in this case. I wouldn't worry about it, but what I would do is I would start paying more attention to my surroundings if I were you, and to look for little details or look for little things that would pop up that are not normally there, right? And the reason I'm telling you this is because when you start looking around for different things, you don't know what you're looking for, you're looking, right? You're just being observant. There are going to be other indicators or other signs of whoever it is that is trying to communicate with you. Okay? So does charisma, I think I answered that, have an effect on connecting with ourselves? No, charisma doesn't have anything to do with it, Shahira. All you need to do to connect with yourself is just to be you. That's it. And the way to do it is by absolutely just hitting a reset on everything and forgetting about your past, forgetting about, don't worry about the future, and don't even be in the present in this case. I know usually I'm always saying to be in the present, but in this case, all you want to do is just forget about everything, no thoughts. Just clear your mind totally. That's how you connect. Good evening, my friend. Thank you for being here. Okay. All of the animals on the planet is just as meaningful as we are. All the animals on the planet is just as meaningful as we are. Yes, 1000%. Every animal on this planet has a role to play. Every species, everything, and I mean everything, every plant, every insect, every animal. We are all connected. We are all one. We all came from source. This idea that we are superior to animals is a false idea. Okay? Really is. And while you might be superior in intellect, because this is the way we try to rationalize everything on this planet. We try to say, oh, I'm smarter than this one, or I'm smarter than that, right? But on a level of who they really are and who you are, no, everything has a spot, everything has a place. Thank you. Everything has a reason for being here. That's why I love all animals, plants, humans, because we are all connected. You were an animal at some point. You were a plant at some point. And as a matter of fact, you still are, because everything happens in the present moment. Everything happens in the now. What you see around you is another version of you. I know it's hard to sometimes understand this. You couldn't be where you are now unless you were everything else. Even the rock, the mountain you were. Because even a rock, even a mountain has a consciousness and awareness up to a certain degree. Everything. And this is remarkable. Hello, my friend. Hello. This is why we came on earth and in a human form with a gender, color, etc. to experience emotional. Yes. So very true. We came here to experience all that. We came here to have a clear understanding of who we are. And we challenge ourselves in different scenarios just so we can have a better understanding of ourselves in this scenario as a soul evolution. But when you connect with your real self, with what I'm talking about, none of that is needed, because you are complete. In that state, you are complete. There's no expansion on that state, because you are everything. It's mind-blowing, isn't it? Correct. Correct, okay. What about God? What about God? God, again, is a label that as humans we have put upon something to understand it. By simply putting a label, even as a label of God, we are limiting what God really is. Labels only limit you, right? And when we put the label God, we've already mixed up the signal. And we mixed it up because we already labeled it. We already put our stamp on it. And we said, yeah, this is God. But it's not. God, in the way we try to understand God, we can't. Thank you, Camila. We can't physically, with our physical brain, understand what God is, or that limit of what God is. In order to connect with God, first you need to connect with the self. And when you connect with the self, your answer will be found in that state. And when you find that answer, I'm not going to answer what it is, but you have to go to that state to find that answer. And when you do find that answer, you will be truly liberated. That's why I said, I'm inviting you to be liberated. No books needed. No labels needed. Nothing is needed. Just be. Just be you. Be with yourself. All this time, yes, all this time it was in front of us, wasn't it? I get this. I fell into the lost trap there. I had to hear it though. Thank you. So, I understand why you can see it as a trap. I totally get it. And for a lot of us, it does feel like it's a trap. And in ways, you're correct, it is a trap. But it's a trap that we've created upon ourselves, right? Or among ourselves. Because we just really didn't see it. We didn't see it in front of us. But once you understand it, once you see it, and once you understand even what in the Bible the I am was all about, even in the burning bush story with Moses talking to the bush and the bush responded, I am. Even in the Jesus story where he says, I am the light. Again, he uses the I am. He used it a few times actually. This is what he was pointing to. He was pointing towards true liberation. He was pointing all humanity towards true liberation. He just failed to understand what he was talking about. Excuse me. The Romans who wrote the Bible intentionally misled the people. So the Bible was written by numerous people, of course, and a lot of Greeks had to do with it as well. In the Old Testament, it was written in Hebrew, and right now we stand in so many different versions of the Bible, and there's so many different denominations. And while they all serve a purpose, and if you've heard me say this many times before, they all serve a purpose, and the purpose is for everybody to wake up, right? But right now, I feel that that purpose of people waking up has finally come, right? People need to connect with themselves to find what they need to find, their true answer, right? So it's amazing, actually. And all this time, it was right under our nose. Hi from Scotland, thank you. So I get it, I have a lot of questions here, and I'm not going to be able to, of course, answer them all, because it's just a lot of questions, and I love it, don't get me wrong. But I am going to go down and see what my subs have to say first. Okay. Sorry guys, just going down. I love these topics, especially my guy. Thank you, my friend. Make me a mod, my guy. You guys are awesome. Okay, Pixie. I went for a walk. A little robin came to see me, came up close and sat next to me on the bench. That is remarkable, Pixie. But I believe if you would have maybe even reached your hand over, this robin might have even landed on you. Clear message, clear indication. Clearly, you are in the presence of someone that definitely wanted to send you a signal, right? Or a message. Robins don't just randomly come and sit beside us unless there is a specific reason behind it. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Pixie. Camila, feel free to hit the like button. Thank you, Camila, my wonderful friend. Shahira, why do we feel restless, excited for no reason sometimes? Does that indicate anything? Yeah, that just basically what that indicates is that we have been programmed from a very young age to always look for something. We have been programmed to always chase something in order to be somebody, in order to be something, in order to accomplish something. This is where this comes from. This creates stress in our lives. This creates restlessness. And sometimes it even creates the excitement about the chase or something. But either way, it creates an energy that is not natural to us. Your natural state, when you connect with it, has none of that. There's no restlessness, there's no excitement, because you are complete. There's nothing lacking in that state. Nothing is lacking. Nothing is missing. Nothing, and I mean nothing. You have no beginning. You have no end. Nothing is missing. Thank you, Shahira. Does the mountain have consciousness because it's actually just me? You hit it dead on. You hit it dead on. The mountain does have consciousness because it is you. But the level of consciousness is different. And that's why I say, by you projecting your own awareness onto something, your own consciousness about towards something, what happens is you are raising its consciousness as well. You are raising its awareness of you as well. You know why that is? Because it is you. I know this might sound weird to people, but it's not. It can't be anything but you, because you are the one observing it. You are the one. This mountain exists for one reason only. It exists because you are paying attention to it. Right? It has a consciousness of its own. But by you projecting your awareness, you are raising that. Now we're getting somewhere. Interesting. That's why I said when you connect with the I am, you will understand you are liberated. You are that space where everything is empty. So it's nothing, but at the same time, it is everything. Because everything you see, everything you feel, everything you can imagine, everything that you can communicate, everything is taking place in that space. You are that space, which is infinite. No beginning, no end. Everything takes place in this space, and you are observing it. You are noticing it. You are paying attention to it. So who are you? Beautiful life. Wow, a lot of amazing, wonderful people here. Pixie, thank you. I am aware of other dimensions, and I feel that I am in the wrong one. What should I do with that? You are not in the wrong one. First of all, let me just start by saying that you are not in the wrong one. As a matter of fact, you are in the right one. You are where you need to be in order to grow and expand on a soul level. Did you hear what I said? You are where you need to be in order to expand on a soul level. And I'm talking about a soul level. Not at the level of who you are, the I am level. Because at that level, you are complete. At the soul level, you need work. Work needs to be done to grow and evolve, right? As a soul. So you're at the right one because this is where you need to be in order to grow and expand. Right? So you do nothing about it. Just be in this reality and enjoy it. Hello, everybody. Lots of love from New Zealand. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you for being here. Is my mom okay now? She passed last week. Greek man? Thank you for that beautiful question. Your mom is more than okay now, even if she passed. Your mom has gone back to connect with who she really is. But at the same time, your mom has never left you because everything happens in the now. So she is looking over you. She is focused on you. Even though you don't see her in this physical reality, okay, she's still around. She always will be around because you are connected with her. So she's more than okay. I need you to understand this. And I'm not saying I need you to believe this. I need you to know this because this is an absolute knowing. This is not a belief. When you believe in something, it's not absolute. A belief is like an idea, but it's not absolute. A knowing is absolute. You absolutely know something. And I'm absolutely telling you that your mom is okay. And I'm absolutely telling you that you should absolutely know it too. Connect with that spot, that piece of you that I call the real you, just like I explained earlier. And you're going to realize what I'm talking about. How can that work with so many awareness of so many people mixed? First of all, we need to understand that we are not mixed. We are all connected. When you bring your awareness to that level, you're also going to realize that you and those people are not different. You are not mixed. The same awareness that you have is the same awareness that somebody else has. You understand what I'm getting at? Your sense of I is the same sense of I that I have. It can't be different. It's the same sense of I that everybody has had when they say I. So in that respect, we are all connected. We are all one. Because your I is my I. Your awareness is my awareness. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because there's only one awareness. Mind-blowing, isn't it? I love it. My mom passed last week. Is she okay? And is she mad at me? Greek man, one thing we need to realize, okay? I understand we constantly want to connect with people that have passed, and I get that. I understand that, right? But I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to let this maybe heal you, okay? When somebody passes, when somebody crosses over, there's no anger left. Period. Doesn't matter who you are. There's no such thing as anger when you cross over. And the reason for this is because when you cross over, you are flooded with an overwhelming feeling of love. When you are flooded with this overwhelming feeling of love, there is no space, there's no room for anger. There are no exceptions to this rule. No exceptions. Your mom is flooded with love. She cannot be angry at you, no matter what you have done to her. She loves you and she forgives you. Thank you, Joseph. Total love, total bliss, total awareness of where you are, where her son is at this moment. Total of understanding of what you are going through. Total understanding of what you are thinking. Total understanding of how you feel in this moment. She is connected with Source. Okay? She's not mad at you. I guarantee you this. I hope that brings you some healing, because I feel that you need to heal from this. You're holding resentment in you. And this resentment, you're holding it towards yourself. And any resentment you hold is not beneficial to you or to anyone else around you. You need to let go of this resentment. Your mother is not angry at you. I'm convinced that I have jumped dimensions, you mean. I have things disappear and reappear out of nowhere. Yes, that is a clear indicator that you have changed dimensions. As a matter of fact, we constantly change dimensions. Constantly. And the reason for that is because every time we focus on something different, we have shifted dimensions already. So for you to notice things appearing and disappearing out of nowhere is a clear indicator that you are shifting from one dimension to another multiple times throughout the day, as a matter of fact. Thank you for sharing that, by the way. It's not very common for people to share this kind of information, and I love it. Thanks, many blessings to you too as well. Lots of love from Toronto. Thank you, my friend. I grew up in Toronto. One of my favorite cities in the world. I just love Toronto. I grew up there. Of course, I was born in Athens, but I spent many, many years in Toronto. Greek man, thank you. Thank you, my friend. I hope that eases you a bit, okay? Or eases your pain, relieves it a bit. Melinda, Alan Watts said it perfectly. Source is like a nervous system, and everyone is nerve endings that fire. Totally, totally beautiful analogy. Totally beautiful. Alan Watts was right. Totally. I like that. I like what he said. I've never heard of that one before, but I love it. Thank you. Thank you. So positive scene. Thank you, my friend. My dreams are real, vivid, and shows my ex a lot. Do you know the meaning of dreams? Every time you dream of somebody or something, and it is this vivid, of course, know this, know that you are actually reliving those moments in a different time frame, in a different reality. Your dreams of your ex are actually happening in that dimension. Thank you, Sylvester. I've said this many times before. You don't dream for the sake of dreaming. We dream because it is actually happening. We dream because we have left our body, okay? Because we don't need to be in our body when it's resting, it's recharging. We have left our body and we have gone to a different dimension. And we are living. Remember when I said we live in multiple dimensions at the same time? This is what you're doing. Except you're recalling it, you're seeing it. That's why it feels real to you as well. It feels real and vivid because it is real. Thank you for sharing. High grade. For the person speaking of your mother, I had the same relationship. Thank you for sharing, high grade. Yeah, you're talking to a Greek man. Maybe you can tag him. I believe that's his user number. Greek man. Hello, hello. Thank you. Much love from Poland to all of you here. Love and light to you as well. Thank you for connecting from wonderful Poland. Always nice to have all these wonderful people, all of you wonderful people from around the globe here. Because I really see how remarkable and how connected we really are. And it doesn't matter what background we're in, what religion we're in, what country we're in. None of it matters because at the end, we realize that we are connected. I love that. What is the difference between the I am consciousness and the soul? Beautiful, beautiful question coming from Spirit Hippo. So the difference is that the soul doesn't realize that it is the I am consciousness. And that's why when we are here and we actually understand the I am consciousness, you don't need to come back. You don't need to grow even as a soul, right? Because you understand that you are complete. You go back to source if you want. It's your choice. But the difference is that even though somebody has crossed over, and even though somebody, we call it a soul now, doesn't necessarily mean that they understand who they are. It just means that they crossed over. But as they cross over, if they don't understand who they are, they're still going to go through different journeys that they've set out across to do. And they're still going to try to grow and evolve and expand. And they will. And there will come a time where they will understand that they are the I am consciousness. There are souls that are lost, meaning they still believe that they're in this physical reality. That's what a ghost is. A ghost is something that, or someone, or some spirit that doesn't want to let go of this physical reality. So to that soul, you could say they're kind of lost. They're lost because A, they don't even realize that they're a soul yet. They still think that they're living in this physical reality. And they're trying to do the stuff that you were doing when they were in this physical reality. That's why you see them going in the washroom, or they're going into the bedroom, or they're going into the kitchen of a particular house, because they're actually doing it. They're actually believing that they're alive. Remarkable, isn't it? Just because they crossed doesn't mean that they're awakened. Then you have the souls that know that they're souls. They know that they died, which is fine. They still didn't wake up. Even though they've crossed the other side, they still haven't realized who they are. So they repeat the journey again. They come back. They reincarnate. They do the whole thing all over. This is what we call a soul evolution. What are they evolving to? Back to source. It's amazing. They are doing the whole dance just to go back to where they came from. Eventually, if they choose. But if you wake up and you connect with the I am, you don't need to do that dance anymore. This is what Jesus was talking about. This is what Moses encountered with a burning bush, the I am. These are all symbols directing you to the right direction, but they've been misinterpreted. Thank you for that brilliant, brilliant question, Spirit Hippo. Brilliant. Jose, thank you for being here. Which is your favorite and most productive meditation technique? That's beautiful. Depending on what I want to achieve, there's one that I like to do for healing purposes on the body, specific. There's another one that I like to do, which is just simply connecting again with who you are just by letting thoughts come and go. But my favorite one is the one that I just shared, where you totally just peel away everything that you thought about yourself, everything that you imagined, everything that you were conditioned and preconditioned, all that, you just strip everything away. You strip away your past. You strip away your future. You strip away your present. And you just be. And when you just be, you're going to realize that it requires zero effort from your part to just be. It requires zero energy for you to just be. That is my favorite, if you want to call it, meditation technique. I don't even label it as such, but because at that point you understand who you are. Thank you, Jose. Beautiful. Mandela effect is proof of dimension shift, right? 1000%. Yes. The Mandela effect is profoundly powerful because it didn't just happen to one person. The Mandela effect happened to many people as a group. And in this case, for those of you that might not know the Mandela effect, in this case, a lot of people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison. They remember watching it on the news. They remember living this moment. It was very real to them. And then you have the other group that remember Nelson Mandela being released from prison. They remember watching it on the news. They remember living it. For some, they remember visiting him. They remember meeting him when he was released. Who's right, who's wrong? They're both right. Both those groups are correct. What happened? How can both those groups be correct? What happened is these shifted dimensions. And as these shifted dimensions, that reality that they shifted to, this is what happened. Right? Total proof. Thank you, my friend. Valerie, my sister died on 115, and my phone calls her daughter on its own. Is she trying to 1000%? I know where you're going with this, and I'm going to say 1000%, Valerie. 1000%. Your sister is trying to communicate with you. And in this case, your sister is uh, trying to show you in the most direct uh, possible way that she can come up with on the means of communicating with you. And if you ask me, it's a very, very powerful way to try, by the way. Definitely your sister, Valerie. Thank you for the dream answer. My pleasure. Love and light to you. Hello from Latvia. Nice for you to be here. Love and light to you. Beautiful people everywhere, all around the world. Hello from Romania. Much love from Sweden. Again, Toronto. Much love, my friend. I always enjoy your wisdom. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for the live. Oh, you guys are brilliant. Hello, hello. Sylvester, may I ask, what is your name, mister? Sure. So my name goes by Nondas. Having said that, I don't try to label myself with any name or anything else, because again, when we put a label, we limit ourselves. But I get it. For the sake of just understanding in this physical reality, you know, who we're talking to and all that stuff, yes, my name is Nondas. Thank you. Katrina, as we have awakened in this incarnation, then we won't have further incarnations. Katrina, correct. But only if you choose to. Because what happens is you are always in control, Katrina. You are always the one responsible. Just because you have awakened doesn't mean that you're not going to choose to come back. Sylvester, thank you. You might choose to come back. Thank you, Sylvester. You might choose to come back for the purpose of awakening others, for example. But again, it's your choice. You have awakened. You don't need to come back. You know who you are. Having said that, you might decide to come back and awaken more people. Why is this crucial? Because you want every part of you to wake up. All those other people are you. Do you get it now? All those people are you on a higher level, all of them. So, it is your duty, if you want to put it like that, to awaken yourself in every form. Very powerful. Very powerful. Thank you, Katrina. I just felt this surge of energy rushing through my body, and every time I have this surge of energy, it is a clear indicator to me that I am dead on this. This is how I communicate with my inner being. My validation, if you want to call it, of what I'm talking about. Sylvester, thank you, my friend. Do you know if you join his subscription, you get 15-minute Zoom call? Love and light to you, Camila. Thank you. Melinda, you are wonderful. I don't have anyone to talk to on this subject. Thank you. And the reason for that is because a lot of people are still conditioned, right? And it's not their fault, really. It's not easy to break free from your limitations. It is not easy to break free from your conditioning. Your conditioning runs deep. It runs down to your subconscious level. But for those that have managed to break free from all the display that their mind is displaying to them, truly feel liberated. And to others, when they hear them speak, they might seem like they belong in a cuckoo cell. I love the word cuckoo. They seem like they belong in a cuckoo cell. This is not uncommon. Look what happened to Jesus when he tried to awaken people. They crucified him. My ear is ringing. That's true. You don't want to go to religious figures? Okay, I'll go back to ancient Greece. Look what happened to Socrates, one of the greatest philosophers of all time. What did Socrates do that was so bad? We do know that he died in jail, right? At least he was given an option to pick his poison. This is where the saying says, pick your poison. It comes from the Socrates time, Socrates era. They gave him a choice on how he was supposed to die. That was Greece. Back then, the most liberated country of all. But yet, they were still sleeping. They took Socrates and they locked him up because he was speaking his truth. And they didn't like that. Athens back then, because Athens was a country of its own. Athens didn't like that. And the politicians thought that he was creating a revolution among the younger generation, because Socrates was already an old man. So they thought that he was brainwashing. In the meantime, he was speaking his truth. And he killed him. So you are going to run into people once you have awakened that are going to think you belong in a cuckoo cell. And that's okay. Let them think whatever they want to think. Your truth is your truth. Spirit Hippo, thank you. Do we have one soul for each dimension we are in? Yes. You hit it dead on. You have one soul for every dimension you're in. Because who you are is not the soul. You are beyond the soul. That's why I said you occupy all dimensions simultaneously. And then a portion of you goes down, sometimes even to the same dimension as different people. It goes down, right? And when it goes down, it lives that part that it needs to live. That's your higher self, your higher being, which in terms, again, in turn, your higher being is connected to another higher being, and so on and so on and so on. And it goes all the way up the chain to source. Everything comes from source. Source is the glue that keeps everything together. So you can picture source here has broken up into multiple other beings, other sources that you want to call them, and they break up and they break up and they trickle all the way down to what we call the soul. The soul is the last part of the puzzle. Because again, your physical body has nothing to do with anything else. It's just you giving an experience to your soul, which in turn gives its experience to the higher you, which in turn gives its experience to its higher self, and so on and so on and so on, all the way up to source. And source knows everything that is going on at every given moment. The beautiful thing is that you can connect with source instantly if you follow what I just explained earlier. Find the self, the true self. When you find the true self, you bypass the soul, you bypass the soul's souls, you bypass all of that, and you are connected directly with source. You are connected directly to the self. This is very powerful, what I'm talking about. Even souls don't realize that. Wow. Beautiful questions today. Hello from Slovenia. Hello, my friend. Love from Los Angeles. Love and light to you. Thank you for connecting here. Los Angeles, that's good. So usually they try to assure that they are well, the past loved ones. Yes, you're totally correct, Ioana. Every time somebody passes, or a loved one that passes, that's why I did a video on your dead mother, and then I did another video on your dead father. If you want, go ahead and you can check out my videos on the platform. That's why I did those videos. I did those videos to reassure people that they are loved, that they are well. And the first thing that souls try to do when they pass is to reassure their loved ones that they are well, right? And they want to reassure their loved ones that they are alive, because to them it feels like true living, which it is. On a soul level, you feel that you are truly alive, and you feel that this reality here was the dream. That's how powerful it is, even on the soul level. Forget about connecting with who you really are, but even on the soul level, this experience on the planet pales in comparison. Love from Dubai. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Heard birds in the graveyard calling mama. How soon are the deceased communicating with us? Immediately. And Vokia, beautiful name. Immediately. Souls try to communicate with us immediately. I'll give you a story. I remember when my mom passed. My mother passed, and we had the viewing. And I was very close with my mother, by the way. I loved her dearly, and she loved me back dearly. She was the one that raised me when my father passed. I was 11 years old when my dad passed. And my mom took the role of both father and mother for me. So my love towards her was unconditional, right? Anyway, when she passed, I was sitting on the front bench. And her coffin was there, open, of course. And I was sitting there, and my wife was right beside me. And as I was sitting there, just looking at my mother's body, I felt a tap, 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 on the back of my shoulder. The funny thing is that at the same moment, my wife felt a tap as well. So it wasn't my imagination running wild. You can say it's your imagination if it's just happening to you. But when two people, myself and my wife, standing, we weren't sitting, we were standing at that point, beside each other, and we feel a tap instantly, something is going on. I turned my head. My wife turned her head, thinking that it was one of my cousins or relatives that were in the viewing area just to, share their condolences with us. Turned my head around. There was nobody behind me. Nobody anywhere near me. It was just me and my wife. The rest of the people were far back. Nobody could have tapped us and ran. We turned our heads immediately. That was my clear indicator that my mother was there and she was communicating with us. My confirmation came later on the same night after her funeral. My son, one of my sons, he was 9 years old, I believe, at the time. He saw my mom come down the stairs, all white. She was glowing, looked much younger than what she normally would look like. She came down the stairs and he got scared. It wasn't a dream, it was real. He got scared and he took the blanket and the covers and he tried to cover himself. The funny thing is, at the same moment, because he was sleeping downstairs, we were visiting in Toronto. We were visiting a friend's place. At the same time this happened, I was upstairs talking with our friends and my wife, of course, about the incident, and we were talking about my mom. So at the same time, my son saw her go downstairs. We didn't see her. We were upstairs talking with one another. There was maybe 7 people upstairs. But my son did. So, truly amazing. My son now is 18, and he still says the same story. Still the same story. So, he knows what he saw. Beautiful. So interesting. Thank you so much. Awaken yourself in every form. Love it. Yes, Katrina. Totally. I'm here. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Camila, I just sent a ball right before you said that. Of course you sent a ball, Camila. I wouldn't expect anything different from you. I got the goosebumps. Total confirmation, definitely. Thank you, Katrina. Yes. Peace and grace. Thank you, Cynthia. Love and peace. Yes, it is so hard. Totally. Freedom, we have been given choice, love and light for you to grow. Yes, we are. Dreams are messages from your higher self, 1000%. Totally. Look at how many people are right here. I see so many of you that are, if not awakened, you are in the process of being awakened, just right here. If you even want to label it as awakened, because even that I don't want to label. Just by your comments, I see so much here. Now I sent another energy ball. Love, laughter, and goosebumps. Of course you did, Camila. Shahira. He was powerful enough to choose poison over agreeing with what did not save his purpose of life. Yes. Totally correct, Shahira. Totally. Is that what you mean by twin flame? Yeah. It is. High grade. Every time I listen to you, I learn something new. Thank you for your wonderful words, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is my whole purpose here. My purpose is to show you, direct you, and then the choice is yours, of course, because we always have free will. But always choose what feels good to you. Remember that, always. Whatever seems to resonate with you, that's what you choose, okay? Warrior, that's a person that's the same as you. Silvis, your soulmate, is the one who, okay. Hi, great, okay. Can you do a video on this so I can watch it over and over again, laugh out loud? It might be a long video. I think I can go up to 10 minutes on TikTok. I'm not going to need 10 minutes though. I can probably do a video within the 3 to 4 minute mark. Maybe 5. Yeah, not a bad idea. Thank you for recommending it. Love and light, my friend. Live, love, and the stuff. Thank you. Spirit Hippo, thank you. I see it clear now. Yeah. This is the whole thing. It's about seeing it clear. it's about becoming aware. It's about um, not labeling yourself with anything, right? My mom passed 2013, 11. Okay. Amy, mom came to me after she passed and gave me a big, oh, she's apologized for dying on me. I get that. I understand that. Because they don't want to see you hurt, right? I get it. But at the same time, her passing at that moment is also um, needed for the soul purpose and the awakening and everything else that goes with it. So, beautiful. I love that. Well, nice. Thank you, my friend. Camilo? You can start the communication even before they die. Totally correct, yes. If their soul know they're about to do so. Yes, Camila. A dead person can, or a so-called dead person can communicate with you before they even die. And the reason for this is because often, as a matter of fact, all the time, not often, this usually happens with people that are in a hospital bed or dying at home or something like that. Their soul leaves the body multiple times, of course. It kind of like prepares the ground. It goes back and forth to where it needs to go and come back. I've actually done a video on that as well. In that exodus, in that when it leaves, it can go and communicate to somebody as if they were dead already, but they're not. They're still alive, but they can still communicate. Thank you, Camila, for sharing that. Amy, I talk to mom every day, but I still, okay, because I miss her physical presence. I get that. You're still in the mourning, right? You're still grieving. And the emotion of grief is a tough one to crack. So I get that. So what I would recommend is just feel what it is that you need to feel. In this way, in this case, you're feeling grief. Let it, feel it, but don't get absorbed by it. Understand that you are beyond it, right? So feel it and then release it. And then after you've released it, then you can retry to communicate with your mom because you're going to be in a better position. Not on her part, on your part. You're going to be in a better position because you're going to be able to be still, be quiet, and to listen to whatever information is coming through. Right now, you're not going to be able to do it because there's too much grief involved. And grief is one of those emotions that have such a high impact on you. The message is not going to come through, at least not clear. Try it when you've overcome that. Meg, doesn't matter who's died. We all died. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. You are amazing, all of you. Thank you. Okay, so, high grade. I smell smoke after my dad passed. My daughter and I both smell smoke. He was a big smoker. I smelled it for about a week. Even shopping, I smelled it. I know it was him. Yes. So, smelling actually, smoke or cigar from somebody that was actually smoking it, that's exactly what it is. Okay? It is a clear indicator that that person is trying to communicate with you. Clearly. It's amazing. Truly is amazing. Camila, my ex-husband's dad kept stealing cigarettes from me the first week after he passed. It's amazing. Melinda, I had a dream that a light being asked me to touch his face without physical words. I felt an energy, yes. So that is beautiful. That is totally, totally beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Shahira, why am I getting intense goosebumps while listening to your mom's story? Because it resonates with you. Somehow you feel a connection, right? And goosebumps, again, are an indicator that you are connecting with what I'm saying. Thank you for sharing, Shahira. I have been speaking for a while now, so I don't want to be too long. I love messing with the chat, spreading love. Love and light to you. Beautiful. Yes, I saw my mom the day she passed. I slept in her room. She was standing in room. True story. Yes, totally believe you, Cynthia. Totally, totally, because it happens to many people. As a matter of fact, there are people that when you are in a particular room and you see somebody pass, there are people that can actually see the spirit of that person leaving the body. Not that often, but nevertheless, it has happened. Okay. So now I am going to just see if any of my subs have said anything else. I am going to close off here. I have been speaking for quite a while. Have a good day, love and light. So, on that note, again, I'm going to invite all of you to, whoever's new here, of course, to go ahead and check my page out here on TikTok. And if you like what you see, please hit the follow and don't forget to hit the little bell icon. The minute you do that, you will get notified every time I upload a video. And I do upload quite a few. Lately, I've been uploading 2-3 videos a day, so don't miss out on them. Next, for those of you that were requiring mentorship, you can find my website at the bottom of my profile picture here on TikTok. You're going to find Linktree. You tap on that, and you will find my website, and you can contact me through there. And again, for those of you that wish to subscribe here to me on TikTok, you can only do that while I am live right here, right now. So you got a couple of minutes to do it. That's it. And again, don't forget about the way to connect with yourself. Like I was speaking earlier. Okay, it is truly an invitation to liberation. That's what it is. Because when you discover who you really are, you will be liberated. And you can only do this through direct experience, not through any book or master or any religion or any of that. You can only do it through your direct experience. And the way you do it is exactly how I said it earlier. You simply shed everything away. You just strip everything away. Just clear it. No past, no future, no present moment even though I speak about the present moment a lot. In this case, you leave the present moment out. You leave all your emotional baggage out. You leave all your thoughts out. You leave everything out. And what you remain with is you. Of course, it's always beneficial if you close your eyes to do this. And when you've connected with you, that knowing of you, then you're going to quickly realize that you have no beginning, no end, no gender, no race, no color, no religion, no nothing. You are going to realize that you are nothing but everything at the same time. Love and light. No matter what you do, be the greatest you. Thank you for connecting. Bye for now.